I don't know about you, but when I look at the menorah, the Channukah on the first night, I look at the candle, the one candle all alone, and it feels a little bit lonely. Sure, a few candles away and elevated is the shamash, but it's not really part of the menorah, of the Channukah. I think it's a lesson, though. I think it's teaching us, like, this is how we often feel. This is how we find ourselves. This weekend, we're reading the parsha about Joseph. Joseph, who was sold by his brothers to Egypt, ended up as a slave, got accused of rape, thrown in jail, and after quite a while, he finally makes his way out and finally sees the rewards of his labor. Along the way, though, he works his way up like a rising stock in the house of Potiphar. In the jail, he becomes the assistant to the jail keeper, and eventually he becomes the second in command to Pharaoh. This is kind of like the candles on the menorah adding one to the other. Each day we add one more candle, one more light, and suddenly we're not all alone. But we're also not complete until the eighth day, when the whole menorah is lit. I think that actually mirrors Joseph becoming reunited with his brothers. And Joseph's story is really our story. We can end up thinking we're working hard, but we don't always see the results of our labor. We end up in challenging situations, and we struggle quite a lot in our lives. And we don't always see that reward until the end, when all of the lights are lit, when we're actually together. The real lesson of just about everything in Judaism is that we have a need to be a Jewish people, to be living beyond ourselves, to connect to those around us. And that only happens completely when we're all along the mission. We're all joined together for the same mission. When that happens, the light is so bright and the menorah is complete. Of course, even when we're alone, we have God ahead of us, and that's the shamash. That's what it represents. We're never alone. No matter how hard it gets, you're not alone. There's always that other light ahead of you. But don't let your challenges extinguish your light, and bring others along with you. Only through our community effort can we bring the whole menorah to its full glow. And it takes time, and it doesn't always show its reward until the end. So, like Joseph, stay strong in your challenges. Be the light in every situation you end up in. And again, in the end of the day, we all come together like a fully bright menorah, and it takes all of us. Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach, stay strong.